and welcome to Love What You Do with me, Sarah Grinnell. Now, I'd like to know who of you suffer from shiny object syndrome. Oh, let me know. That was me, or it was me. I'm now moving away from it, and I call myself a recovering professional student. All right, I do. If you already know what shiny object syndrome is, great. But today I'm going to share with you some of the lessons that I have learnt. All right. But before I do, I'd like to introduce myself. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Sarah Grinnell and I'm 10 months into my network marketing business and absolutely loving it. But I struggled at prospecting. I wasn't very good at home meetings, one-to-ones, bugging all my family and my friends to join, etc, etc, etc. It wasn't me and it didn't work, right? But then I recently found a better way to recruit, and it's all online through social media. And now I'm being taught by top professionals in network marketing, 6 and 7 figure earners, and what I am learning I will teach back to yourself so that you can take note and help with your business to succeed as well. So although I'm fairly new, I want to help new or struggling network marketers to build their business online using social media strategies. And as I'm just those few steps ahead of you, I truly understand where you are coming from and the problems you are facing and how you can overcome them, because I have overcome mine. Okay, so shiny object syndrome. I'm going to try and get you to understand why you are attracted to such things. All right, now you know what it's like. I've been there, and there's probably loads of you out there as well who do it. So you want to learn everything. So you subscribe to this guru, that guru. You're buying this course, but you go, oh, look, another course, that looks amazing, I'll jump onto that one. You go on to free webinars, free training, you buy books after books after books. All right? We're all in a process, we're always in a process of looking and searching for more information to create a bridge over the gap that we are missing. Because there is something that we are missing, okay, for us to keep looking for these shiny objects. So I'm going to be honest with you, all right? The shiny object syndrome, and I know from personal experience, it is going to get you stuck in your business and prevent you from taking action. And like I said, I was this person and I totally understand if you are too. So what I'm going to talk about are the lessons that I have learned and the strategies I put in place to help me move away from shiny objects. But part of this is it involves creating habits and processes to help us move towards a goal of scaling our business. And there are firstly 2 types of mindset, and you will need the second if you want to do this. So there are people with a fixed mindset. So these are the type of people who, the old saying, you can't teach a dog new tricks type of person. They absolutely believe you just reach a certain point and you cannot learn new things. You cannot stretch and you cannot grow. So let's face it, these type of people are going to be stuck where they are if they maintain that mindset. Now, most of you are entrepreneurs, so you absolutely believe that you have a growth mindset. So that we as entrepreneurs have this amazing capacity and ability and opportunity to learn and grow and do so throughout our lifetime. Now, here's the thing, as a recovering professional student, let me know if you can relate as well. We just like to learn and know all things, everything. I want to know everything there is to know about network marketing. But I'm going to get real, okay? Jumping on this free webinar, watching this training, maybe spending a few pounds here, there and everywhere, buying a book and trying to learn everything right now is not going to get you to where you want to go. It just won't. Why? Because no guru, nobody that you are following is going to give you everything, every single strategy and skill set in a single book or free training that got them to their multiple 6-7 figure business. They are not going to spill their beans, all right? They won't. And I've been there and I've done that. Now, the first thing you do need, and you have to recognise, is you need to know what the gap is. Where is your weakness? Okay, so here is your comfort zone, and here is where you want to go. All right, so you need to find out in the middle what is missing. What is a gap that is going to get you from one place to another? What skill set is you are missing, which is what it usually boils down to. So some sort of strategy or skill set that you are missing to connect those two places together. So let's face it, most of us, when we jumped into network marketing, didn't come from a business background. We didn't come from a marketing background. So we need to go easy on ourselves, all right? And we need to recognise that you're not going to know all the things, everything to do with network marketing. You're not going to have all the tools to all of a sudden just bing, miraculously know how to grow and scale your business. You're not going to know how to just connect with people, bug in your family and friends for the umpteenth time and expect a different result. It just won't happen. So it's imperative that you recognise what are the skill sets that you are missing. So if you've been suffering from shiny object syndrome, you probably recognise and have gotten some real general information from all these gurus and all these webinars and trainings that you've been on. So you kind of see the big picture of what things can look like, but you're probably sitting there wondering, yeah, I know all these things, but how do I implement them? All right. What is the specific step-by-step process? What does the roadmap look like? What are the layers of skills that this entails? Where do I actually start? Is this making sense to you? I hope it is. Drop me a 1 below and let me know. So if you feel like you do know a lot, but don't feel like you can take any action because you don't know where to start and what the next step looks like, because you've been jumping around and you've been watching all these trainings and it's giving you ideas, but it's never giving you that step-by-step process, you need to identify what strategy or what skill set it is that you are missing, which is going to help you scale your business. Once you've identified that, you can then search for whatever guru, whatever mentor, whatever training that is going to help you and work for you. Now, here's a couple of things that you will recognise about yourself as you are evaluating different courses and content out there. And the first is, what kind of learner are you? So most of us are visual learners, but what does that mean? Am I prone to watching stuff? Am I prone to reading? Am I prone to looking at pictures or attending classes? Some of us are more auditory, we like to listen, but most of us want to do all of it. We want to watch, we want to read, we want to see, and we want to do, which is kinesthetic learning. And all this together really enforces that learning, and that is what I'm doing. I am learning and learning, taking action, implementing it. So once you recognise your style of learning, it naturally makes sense. You need to find a course suitable to your style. So you need to find a course that is in alignment with how you are going to get the most success. So there are loads of different types of programs out there. There are self-study, which is great if you are resourceful and can learn. But what happens if you get to a training module or you get to something that you don't understand, it overwhelms you, you don't know what the next steps are that you need to take? Does that self-study program have resources for you to use, a person or a group that you can go to ask questions to help you move forward? Okay, that's the first one. You also need to recognise that it's not going to happen overnight. No, no, no. Training and learning takes time. It is a process, a journey. You are not going to get to the end chapter in the book when you're just at the beginning at chapter 1. It will not happen straight away. You need to go through your learning and create the foundation, the building blocks. So you can't skip your learning. You need to start at the bottom, at the general information, and work through the layers bit by bit to get to your end result. And I totally understand where you're coming from, because I can keep saying, I'm a recovering professional student, and I've done it. We kind of want to read ahead, even though we're in chapter 1 and we're reading chapter 6. Right? It doesn't work. If you are not taking those little steps, baby steps, and taking action after each learning, after each chapter, you will be reading about something that you have got no concept of whatsoever, and this is where overwhelm kicks in, alright? And this is where you either give up, you get frustrated, you get really stressed out, or you look for that next course. Yes, that's what we do. You know I'm telling the truth. You look for the next shiny object, alright? But in reality, you should have just been recognising where you are in the book of learning. So be honest with yourself and recognise it's a journey. And whichever course you are doing, you should be aware of what your expected results are at each particular point you are in the learning map. Alright? So don't jump ahead of yourself. Okay? Stop, learn, think, do. You also need to remember that failure is part of your journey. Yes, you need to fail. Because I know, and most of us are, me included, we're perfectionists, alright? And we want it to be perfect. But if you don't fail, how are you going to learn from your mistakes? So it may not be perfect, it may be messy, but the thing about failing is you can evaluate and reflect on what it was that you failed on, what worked, what didn't work, alright? And you will learn from that. If you don't know how to reflect and evaluate, you need to look at a psychologist called Kolb, and this is what I got taught in my teacher training, and it was a fantastic tool. And you need to look at his reflective cycle. And like I just said, it's a great tool to help you evaluate, put into action, tweak, and move on. Because you can't learn from mistakes that you do not make. Right? Now, the most successful programs out there are ones that have very specific training curriculum, but also have guidance. Someone walking alongside you as a coach or a mentor who have done what you are doing in your training, in which you can learn from their mistakes, alright? They are your guide. They are your guide through the process. They can help you to get out of your head when it's spinning into overdrive and you're getting extremely overwhelmed, because they are more than likely being there, and they can help you with the processes that you need to get through there. So even though you are experiencing frustration and overwhelm, you are going to, because no matter what type of training or learning process you do, you will feel those frustrations and those overwhelms. And trust me on this, it happens. There's days when I'm just like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And I've had to go step by step. I've had to go back a couple of steps just to get me back to where I was, okay? Because you're learning new things and it's okay, all right? You are going to get stuck, right? But you get resourceful, and in these types of programs you have somebody that can help you move forward. Now this is where it gets real, okay? I'm just going to tell you the truth now. Buying a book, watching a webinar, self-study, they are not going to get you the kind of results that you want, because they don't have resources that you need, the mentorship and the guidance. They will probably get you there, but it will be a long and winding process that could take years and years. So you need to ask yourself, do I want to be where I want to be in 5, 10, 15 years because I want to figure it out all by myself? Is it okay that I'm wasting my time, I'm not spending time with my family, I'm not at the income level that I want to be on so I can fire my boss? Is it okay that I can't go on those holidays that I've dreamt of? And all the other cool things that we want, which is part of the entrepreneurial journey that you started, why you started your network marketing business. Or is it worth looking at a mentorship program or working with a coach that's going to walk alongside you, be there for you, pick you up when you need it, keep you accountable and get action from you so you can go from your comfort zone to your target in a straight line from A to B, fast forwarding your results. Alright? Yes, this type of training is going to require an investment on your part, because it doesn't come for free. Alright? But you need to ask yourself, how much is your time worth? If you can get to these results, to everything that you dreamed of in 18 months instead of 5 years, is it worth it? So where are your freedom and financial goals that you want to achieve, or whatever it is, the purpose that you're working towards? Is it going to be worth that initial investment if it's going to get you there in 18 months instead of 5, 10, 15 years by doing it yourself? Right, those are the questions I want to leave you with. So as a recovering professional student that figured it out, and I have spent a lot of time and money figuring it out, I totally understand the appeal of the shiny object, but I also know how detrimental it can be to your business. And it wasn't until I found the training and mentorship that actually stepped me forward and helped me move. I've said it wrong. Found the training and mentorship that I actually started to move my business forward. Okay, so if you suffer from shiny object syndrome, unsubscribe from everybody and find the training program that is best suited to you and your needs. All right, something that is going to help you get over that gap that can get you from A to B and build your skill set. Now, if you don't know what that looks like and you're curious to know where I'm coming from, and the great community and the mentorship program that I am a part of, you can always drop me a message and I'll reach out to you and tell you all about it. So you need to find something that works for you. Okay, that is it for this evening. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you've gotten any value from this, then please, here we go, spread the love, okay, with friends, family, teammates, anyone you think that will benefit from this training. So thank you all again for your time, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.